Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in. My name is Bradley, also known as the Swim Coach, and today we're going to be revealing my team for Game Week 25. We also have a look at reasons why I picked those players. We haven't done much changes from Game Week 24, um, but we're also going to have a look at certain players you can use and potentially use for Game Week 25 and 26. Okay, so for now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into my team for game week 25. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see below me are the fixtures for game week 25. Okay, we do start off is a 6:30 deadline. Um, so please make sure it is UK time on Friday the 6th. So on Friday the 6th, we do have Leeds versus Nottingham Forest at 8 o'clock UK time. Then we go into our Saturday fixtures. We have an early kickoff. We have Manchester United versus Spurs at 12:30. Then we have a handful of 3 o'clock kickoffs. We have Arsenal versus Sunderland, Bournemouth versus Aston Villa, Burnley versus West Ham, which is a big game down the bottom of the table. We have Fulham versus Everton. We have Wolves versus Chelsea. And then to finish off Saturday, we have a 5:30 kickoff between Newcastle and Brentford. And then we go on to Sunday. We have a kind of derby. It is what they call, I think it's the M23 derby between Brighton and Crystal Palace at 2 o'clock. And then to round it off at 4:30, it is Liverpool versus Manchester City. That is a big game to finish off with. So that is the fixtures for game week 25. Also, as you look to the side, look that way. Oh, that way is my team. There's no chips being used, no bench boost, no triple captain, no wild card, and no free hit being used. So we start off with Jordan Pickford in goal for a change. Okay. So what's happened to Raya? Well, Raya's been dropped to the bench. Um, I think if it was away at Sunderland, I think I would have more concern. I think Rayo may have a few more shots. As at home, I think Arsenal should do well. They should win this game. I don't think they've got no Xhaka. We'll have a look in a moment on news about that. So my defence, we still have Guehi, Gabriel, Chabla, and Matthews. So they are defenders that we've been using quite a lot. Two of them are in the what they call the dream team because that star here. Um, Now Guehi has got a lot of points. He did miss the Sunderland game because that was when he was getting transferred. Um, so Wolves and Spurs, he's played the last few games. And there we go. Um, Matthew, he's one that's done well against Wolves, didn't do well against Spurs. So hopefully he can do well here. Chala getting rough, good points. Form's like 4.5, so that's quite good. Gabriel's 5.8, which is love. Did get 8 points against Leeds. My try not to show you everything. My my midfielders, Wilson, again in the dream team, is a home fixture against Everton. I think with Fulham at home, I take it more over away games. So that's why he's in my team. And he's had a good season. His form is again at 5.8. Didn't do well against United, but did do well against Brighton. So yeah. As you can see, Bruno Fernandes is my skipper for this game. He's got 25 points in the last 3 games, so very nice there. It is against Spurs, so I think he will have a lot more control. he will get those defensive contributions better more than Haaland, who is against Liverpool. So that's why. Enzo, 5.8, and it's against Wolves. I think push through should do well. I could see Enzo getting a high percentage points here as well. 5 points per average. Well, he's above that in the last 3 games. So that is beautiful. Rice hasn't had that many good things recently, but hopefully in the next few games we can work out. What was his form? I forgot to say. Form's only 2.5, which is bad, but 5.6 per match, which is the 5th best midfielder. So there we go. Our forwards, we got Thiago. Thiago's on a bit of a not sure yet. I want to see if he doesn't do well, then I may have to try and think of a way of getting rid of him. It's a bit of a tricky one, but he is the 2nd best forward in the league as points per match. And the top one, of course, is Erling Haaland. But in recent times, he hasn't been getting that points per match up. So that is why he's my vice skipper for this game. And it is against Liverpool. It is Liverpool away. If it was Liverpool at home, different matter. But I think he still could do well. I'm going to go Bruno Fernandes as my skipper for this game week. Bench. Okay. I would have had the Sunderland player on if it wasn't against Arsenal. And I think for the next game week against Liverpool, exactly the same thing. No one is at home. But after that, he will be in my team. I will put him in my team because I want to try and change a few players out. And I want to just try and see what I can do for the next few game weeks as well. So that is my team for game week 25. Put down in the comment what you think about my team. And now we're going to have a look at what we said about Xhaka. Is Xhaka available? No major updates. Will miss. Okay, due to ankle injury. But there we go. Okay, bit of a shame. Love to see Xhaka back. See some of the other games. Not all the managers have had their talks, so they're probably not wanting to discuss everything. This is interesting because I was thinking about selecting this player, and it looks like he's out. So that's a bit of a shame. Neto and James will assist. Okay, it will be assessed beforehand. That's interesting. Update on Gordon. Okay. So there are a few updates that still got to look for. I think we're going to go through those for the next game week 26. It is a quick turnaround. As I'll show you, the next game week starts on Tuesday. So Sunday they get Monday and then back out on Tuesday. So some teams haven't got much time to rest. And also Arsenal do play Thursday night, but then they play the following Wednesday against Wolves. So it's a double header for Arsenal players. Okay. So if you want to get your Arsenal players sorted out, try and get 3 of them in so you get extra points. And we'll go from there. Then again, short one from the Wednesday to the Saturday. So some teams from this game week would already have had their assessments from that FA Cup. Arsenal and Wolves will not. So it's a bit of a tight turnaround. But ladies and gentlemen, we'll see how that goes. Now we're going to have a look at the top players transferred in. And again, a lot of people are starting to transfer these players in, and I totally agree. If I could, there's one thing I'm thinking about doing, and it's going to be a bit of a risky one. Um, and I think seeing this is going to be interesting because of Pedro's doing well, uh, Nketiah's doing well, Birch is doing well. Um, so for me, there is one scenario that I could get a big change in. Also, I have 4 transfers. So next game week, I'll have 5. So I want to try and use one of them, or maybe all 5. And that 5 can result in having someone like Erling Haaland out, Danny Welbeck out, Raya out, same Raya, Matoma out. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, and Memphis out as well. So they're my 5 that I could get out. Now, if I take them out right now, 38 million. 38 million I've got to try and forward it. So that's going to be interesting. But we'll see how that goes. Also, I will do a video after this game week kicks off about what combinations I can use. And also, I'm going to use the auto pick as well to see what it does as well. So we'll see what happens there and see what it plans for us. But these are the top plays that are a lot more people are starting to get in it all the time. So we'll see. Where's the out? Saka out. Give him a shout. Thiago, I think, because his form's starting to dip. I think other people now starting to think about probably going from that 7.1 million that he is, okay, to having Nketiah in, or even put a cheaper player in and potentially bring in Verts in. So you can probably try and think about what you can do there. But I do kind of like a lot of these transfers in. Some Bournemouth players in come with, especially with the fixtures coming up for them. I kind of do like Somerville. I think because he's a bit cheap, and some of the Bournemouth players are cheap as well, and that's quite handy as well. Somerville, I think you just got to be a bit careful sometimes, but he does get some good points recently. But ladies and gentlemen, that is my team for game week 25. I'll say this now. Good luck to everyone out there. And comment down below what you would have changed in my team for game week 25. And also, good luck. I'll catch you on the next one. Goodbye from now.